Hey YouTube, this is KidAshGames15 here, and today, as of 8/20, it's my birthday. I'm 40. I'm gonna probably put that in the thumbnail. That's right, 40 years old, 40 years of gaming. Which exactly, I'm not really that old either. Some of the people I watch, Happy Becomes a Gamer, he's like 50. John Riggs, what's his name? There's another guy. A couple other guys, like they're getting up there in the age. So I'm a little younger than they are, and I feel pretty old. Granted, I feel the same. I work out quite a bit, and I do a lot of physical activity. So sometimes, my bones and muscles sometimes, and my arm hurt sometimes today. I gotta do some stuff. But I feel like the same as I was like 5 years ago. So I don't know what that is or anything, if there's anything different. I can't tell you. The game behind me is Final Fantasy 12, and the case is right over there. I can't believe I didn't get it. Anyways, I'm not going to show off any games today because I remember ending on like my PS2. I was going for my PS2 collection, and I haven't been on for 2 weeks. I was going to try to go next week. Something. Oh, installed. Samurai Showdown installed. Get Samurai Showdown. It's awesome. I took a week off, and I was going to do one last week, but then school started. And then my brother came up for my birthday because he couldn't do it like now, so he came up last week. And then my wife started a whole bunch of stuff. So I was like, I was playing dad, brother, and husband all at the same time. You know, when you're married and have a family, you have multiple roles, both men and women. It's just crazy. But I've been thinking since I turned 40. And this is why I picked this game right here. This is on the PS4. I have a PS2 version of there, so spoiler, I don't know if I've seen it, showed you yet. It's been a while since my last video. I have upstairs I have the PS2 version of Final Fantasy 12, and I have the PS4 version. I put this in just now. I'm like, hey, let's have some background noise, and maybe I can play, because usually when I put a game in on these videos, I play that game throughout the day. It's like, I need to play it. I haven't played this since 2018. That's 7 years ago. 7 years ago, yeah. And like it even said January 18th, 2018. Like, wow, I can't believe it. It's still the beginning. Like right there's Vaughn. Vaughn's just sitting there doing all this stuff. I like his character. Vaughn's cool. I'm not a Vaughn hater like some people did, but he really was just like the stepping stone to your other characters. And he needs a better design. Oh my god, what keeps Deep Rock? Everything's installing for some reason. It's just this. I haven't played my PS4 for a while. I guess it just needs to install. So this video really isn't about showing off video games like my collection, but it kind of says I'm trying to say that's why I'm making videos like this, because I want to show the world of what I have. It's just sort of a validation of like, hey, here's my games. It's awesome. Look at these things. Now you know. Comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. It's fun. It's just for me. It's the only personal. I mean, most of the people who watch these things are only like 2 to 3 minutes in. Some people go all the way, depending on the thing. But it came to me like, you know what? I have so many. Like right here, I want to play this again. 2018. That thing was on my shelf. I've moved 3 times already in 2018. I've moved. It's like I went from Carney, Crete. Yeah, no 4 because I moved twice where I'm living at now. So this is my home. So we moved 4 times since buying that game. That's crazy. So I'm going to show you this before I really get on to the rant I want. I'm 40. This is I'm older, and this is the Sega CD. There's right there. Here's the Model 2. This is my original console, 1992 when this came out. I remember it. I remember that day. It was during Christmas. I remember that day so fondly. How old was I? Not 10, because I was born in '84. So 1984. So like 92, like 8 or 9, went around that thing. And just looking at it. Because growing up, I played Nintendo at my cousin's house. And I played Super Nintendo at my uncle's. I played the Atari. I played these games. I even played some of... I never really played the Genesis. So I wanted my own video game console. And I thought, oh, hey, Nintendo, that's up there. And then this showed up, like the competition. And I remember crying. I still remember it in Grand Island, where I lived at. Is in Grand Island, Nebraska. And then seeing this, it felt like I had something. I had something that no one else had. I mean, my dad was a truck driver. He was gone a lot. My mom worked 2 jobs. We went from trailer house to trailer house throughout my youth. And until we got to the house we lived in most of my life. And that was actually half burnt. We got a loan or some sort of endowment or something, and the city built it for us for $1. It was one of those things. So it was our house. We got it, owned it. We didn't have to pay on it. Because I mean, I never grew up with this stuff. That's why look at this stuff. Look at like that. And just the things I own, I bought everything. All these things I bought. Some of them were given me. Samurai Showdown. That's a great example, actually. This came to my head. My wife bought that for me for my birthday back in the day. Because I looked at it and I'm like, oh, I'll do it later. And then suddenly, she went back to the store and picked it up. Maybe I told that story already. This, great example. I had the Sega Genesis 2 first. And then I bought this, my own, $50. 25 years ago. I'm actually trying to think of when I actually got this. I went on eBay trying to figure it out. It's been a while, but I think it's been had them in 07. Almost 25 years having this and everything else. And that's really what, saying that, 25 years, guess what? I'm selling this for $200, the whole thing. Because 40 made me think, you know what, maybe I don't need to hold on to these things. I cherish these things like ever. You know, just looking on the shelf, like dusting them off, put on the shelf, and looking like I have that. No one else does. Obviously, I look on eBay or anyways, you know, I've seen other people have it. I've seen Game Store, so this is one of a million. But like, this was awesome. The games are expensive. The Sega Saturn games are expensive. I sold off some of my games, some of my PS2 games, and like even PS3 games these past 2 weeks. And I sold it to a guy that's younger. He's only 20. I'm 40. So he's 20 years old. I'm 20 years older than him. That's like 2002 or something like that. 2000, whatever. I can't do math right now. I'm emotional. And he's picking up some of the games right now. I saw his joyfulness and what he wanted in his eyes. And I'm like, and the thing is I don't feel old. I don't feel old. I'm not really that old. I'm 40. But then I looked at him, like, I had that. I had that feeling. I saw that look. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. It felt right here. It's like, that's it. I wanted to start this YouTube channel because I had all this stuff I wanted to get out. So it was so, and then I thought, you know what? I could sell these. I don't even say want to sell. More like I could give these away. I mean, I'm gonna sell them. I'll need the money. I want to get a PS5, but I don't need to hold on to these things because I mean, I met that guy, and we've actually met 3 other times, and we exchanged our numbers. It was awesome, and I got his. He actually told me he was in the Army. That's how his thing, you know, and he's. I didn't want to give his life story. I don't want to personalize him, but just the feeling of helping someone else really got me, and I liked it. And I'm not gonna get rid of all my collection. I'm gonna keep a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of things that I'm like, no, that's mine. I'm gonna keep that because some of them are just so goddamn hard to buy again. I scrape by. I mean, I told you this before. I even wrote this down. I have my own job, full-time job. I work at nights, but then I actually wash cars and like detail them. So some of that money goes to these things. So the money I get goes to bills, goes to my. I never. These right here, these hands, are what got me to where I am now. And just, if I could give back, it'd be great. And that's why I'm like, maybe I can part ways with this. Part ways, because I have a Retron 5 that plays the Genesis games, and it has all the other stuff. I play that. I have all the mini consoles. I need the Sega Genesis Mini 2. I don't have that one. Heard it's really hard to get. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it, but yeah, let me get a drink. I had Starbucks. It's been a while. But there's several games I got rid of. Like, he took Persona 3 from me. I had the original Persona 3 game for the PS2, not the FES, F-E-S one. I think that's really a FES one. I had the original with the booklet. I didn't have the CD, though. I had to tell him that. I was going to charge him more, but I actually went less. Because I told him, like, I cannot find that fucking CD. I had it. And I remember having it. I remember listening to it. Gone. I looked before he came and got it. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know. He's like, that's alright. I'm like, so I was gonna do it for like 40 something. I charged it only 30. About 30. Yeah, $30. It was the other day. I was like, you know what, 30. I don't want to give you, because I'm honest. I don't want to just. He was gonna get. He actually no. He gave me 35. I told him 40. Then I told him I didn't find a CD. And I did like. Then he's like, I'll do 35. Yeah, the guy was pretty. He was pretty honest. And this. I already have a seller for it, $200, and it just sometimes I don't know if I have a. Ooh, you hear that? Sometimes I feel like I don't have points to these videos. It's just me rambling because I do it a lot. I want to keep gaming. I will keep gaming, and I will get the new consoles. I mean, I play tons of my games there. I'm a big fighting game fan. I'm gonna get that Marvel vs. Capcom collection. I definitely will get that. And they're gonna do the SNK versus Chaos, or SNK. What is that one? SNK Chaos? Versus Capcom Chaos? Yeah, that one. Capcom versus. I'm trying to get what it was. That one's coming out. God, I should do more research. That one's coming out. I'm gonna do that too. There's a lot of games I want to get and play, but sometimes selling these games is literally more taking the anguish of not playing them away. If I'm not playing them, I want to give it to someone who will. And this, like, that guilt is gone. Maybe a cop-out? I don't know if you can say that or not, but it felt like that's what I need to do. And I have no regrets on doing it. I have no regrets owning this machine. I played a lot of games on the Sega CD and the Sega Genesis. The Sega Genesis is always going to be right here. Right here, that's my upper man boob. Right here. And it's going to be awesome. Knowing that this is going to go to a great home. And knowing I can get things I want and have more time with everything. I mean, I got this one. There's Vaughn. Vaughn's still saying, "He look, he's seeing what's going on." I see ya. What was my thought? I forget. I don't know. I actually am playing a couple PS3 games, Fuse and Inversion. Fuse and Inversion. They're like cover-based shooters, like Uncharted or Gears of War. It's like two of those games. Pretty short. Came out. Because one of them was by Namco. Namco wanted to get into the cover-based shooter thing, and it made that one. kind of a weird, confusing story. I haven't really got too far, but like aliens come, like not even aliens, they're just mysterious people came out of nowhere. They're underground or something, and they start killing everybody, and then you join the resistance. They don't really actually explain what the hell these people are, or what happens, or anything else. Like maybe later, but most of those games are like 8 to 9 hours, and I can play an hour a day for like a week. Maybe I can get through it and stuff, and that's what I'm doing right now. Fuse, not bad actually. It's just a regular cover-based shooter. It's a 4-player co-op if you can get, like, the servers are down, you can't do it, you can't play it. It's only a single player, go from there. But doing that would be great. Like Persona 3, when I gave it away, I'm like, I played that and it's just too much. I have Yakuza. I have all the Yakuza games. Won't give those away, but I need to get through those games. And I told him, he came down, I think Yakuza 6, Yakuza 6, not Yakuza, Yakuza 6, there's a story modes where they show all the movies, like all the games, but like story modes so you can get caught up. And I told him, like, well, maybe I should just do that. Just watch those, then play 6 and go for it, you know. He's like, no, you need to play it. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm playing 0. I have that digitally, that. I actually have Yakuza 0. I want to finish that. I guess getting back to this video, I need to start consolidating and figure out the games I want to play to really get to it. I mean, my first PS5 game was that Wanted Dead. What is it? The white one. Oh, yeah, Wanted Dead. I just said it right there. I thought it was a different thing. And I'm like, if I get a PS5, I'm gonna play that first and get, you know, I hope that's pretty sure, but I need to really, like, get in that. I get so much, going back to the whole dad thing, and husband, and brother, and worker, and everything else, you got too many things, and too many people pulling at you they need you all the time. And once you have a family, once you get older, you'll find that out. I mean, I hope the people who watch my videos, some of the people that subscribed are my age, maybe. That'd be great. I need to stop. This thing's getting heavy. Whew. Conclusion, I feel great, and I don't regret anything that I got. I don't regret selling the games that I'm gonna cherish in my head, my heart. Even the games I have, and even some of the games, like I actually have some games, like the Pirates game. There's a Pirate Legend of Black Cat. The lady, she's like, it's a old game for the PS2, sort of low budget. I actually loved playing it. I have it out there. I got halfway through it. I do remember it was actually, it's a actually pretty good game to play. Did it go well? Because it's very cheap. Like, it seemed like kind of skipped on a lot of stuff, but very low budget. But how the gameplay feels, how it's the environment of that coastal towns, just like this, like right here. This isn't a desert, but that's like, in there you're at a like island type place, you know, because the Caribbean and everything else. And it's a great game, and I'm not gonna get rid of that. That's like $5. I can get it right now, I'll probably find it again. But overall, I'm gonna start making more video because I took 2 weeks off. Usually try to take only 1 week off because I want to make one video every week. Go from there. I took 2 weeks off. I can't. I don't want to start. I don't want to stop. I don't want to start that. But I guess I had to. I need to start doing a lot more better on talking because I always had trouble, even growing up. I would slur or stutter my words, and I actually had classes to get it back. And even talking like this, I pause and I'm like, no, you gotta, you know, you gotta one word at a time and everything else to really get focused. I like know tons of know what to say, just sometimes it feels like I can't say it. Anyways, Sega CD, awesome. Being 40, awesome? I don't know. I want to, maybe 20 again. Maybe we can go back 20 years and, like, start over on the gaming. Like, I know exactly what's happening. Even though now I might be a little... The thing is if it was 20, the prices are cheaper. I got this for $50. Some of my Sega CD games I sold were like $20, $30. Now they're like $100 to $200. I have a working design game up there. Working design for the Sega CD. I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't have any more. I'm gonna sell that for like $100 something. VAY. VAY. Now it's like over $100. I'm like, I bought that for like $30. Like, the one thing I came to my mind right now. I went to a game store and I saw a boxed used copy of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, the third one. And I remember buying that with my cousin when he lived with me back in the day when it came out, $20. Now it's over $100. I'm like, how is that $100? I just, sometimes for game prices, I just don't get it at all. I don't. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, being 40, pretty cool. It feels the same as I was like 35 to 37. Playing retro games, still awesome. A lot of things are being remade. That's the good thing about it. There's a lot of things like, this is a remastered version for the PS4, and I'm playing it right now. Final Fantasy 12. Just saying it before the Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, they need to make Mortal Kombat. They need to remaster those games. Warner Brothers probably won't do it. They don't think... Warner Brothers is terrible. This is going too long. I want you to enjoy whoever's birthday is. If you're 40, tell me how you feel. If I'm making the right decision selling off anything or just keep everything else. But I'm like, you know what? I think I will. I'll just go do it. My oldest daughter is gonna take my car I have. I'm gonna get a new one. So that's the thing. I'm like, maybe I could sell some of these games that are like $100 to $200, maybe for the taxes to buy a car. Because I could get a car and make payments. That's not the problem. Getting the taxes for the licensing is the problem. That's like extra $1,500. I'm just saying a number. I'm like, where are you gonna get that much money? I pay rent for this this place. So it's crazy. Like, that's the problem with buying a new car or even a used one. Like, you gotta buy taxes and you gotta get the taxes and license for it. Anyone who has a car knows what I'm talking about. Anyways, guys, this is awesome. And you're awesome for watching. So, see you later, YouTube.